Since its inception back in 2019, one of the more exciting bits about Tony Khan's All Elite Wrestling has been the element of surprise debuts, with many WWE superstars deciding to jump, or rather should we say being pushed from the ship, from the big dub to All Elite Wrestling. These moves were further aggravated by the poor creative decisions made under the leadership of Vince McMahon. With McMahon now gone and Triple H in charge, things have changed in the WWE for good, to say the least. This more positive creative approach has seen wrestlers going the other way, with many AEW stars looking for better opportunities at the now TKO-owned promotion. Welcome to Honor Wrestling Club. In today's video we'll be counting down 5 former WWE stars who are currently in AEW that would return for Triple H, and 5 who still wouldn't. In number 5 on the wood side, we have the return of Rusev Day. As over the past 2 years, Miro has only wrestled 7 times. Even though the Bulgarian star initially made his AEW debut under the best man gimmick, he soon transitioned to the more serious Redeemer character. The new persona got him massively over with the audience, with him eventually winning the TNT Championship in May 2021. However, the former United States champion disappeared from TV following dropping the belt, and whilst he has made sporadic appearances since, he seemed to go on a hiatus every time he was catching steam. With him reportedly asking for his release from AEW, it seems only a matter of time before he returns to WWE. In number 5 wouldn't, we have Toni Storm, who has been the face of AEW's women's division, as the Australian star does not want to look to the past. Toni Storm arrived at AEW with a massive chip on her shoulder. This was due to her requesting her release soon after becoming a part of WWE's main roster due to the poor booking of her character. The former NXT UK Women's Champion then took no time to become the hottest women's act in Tony Khan's promotion, and even won the AEW Women's World Championship. Even with Triple H now in charge of WWE, it seems unlikely that Storm would want to leave AEW. In number 4 wood, we have the return of Malachi Black, as Malachi Black has been long underappreciated in AEW. Malachi Black's career is indeed a major what could have been story in wrestling. Just when the former NXT champion was finding his footing on the main roster with a new and interesting character, he was released as part of the company's, in big air quotes, budget cuts in 2021. He then joined Tony Khan's promotion, but unfortunately never really found his place in the promotion's main event scene. With his former NXT mentor now the head of WWE's creative, it seems a matter of time before Black returns to either Raw or SmackDown. In number 4 wouldn't, we have Adam Cole, baby, who is now an AEW lifer, as the former Ring of Honor World Champion is happy with his current employer. Throughout his time on NXT, Adam Cole seemed like a star who was destined for greatness on the main roster. However, he shocked the world by moving to All Elite Wrestling, where he joined his then-girlfriend Britt Baker and his longtime best buds the Young Bucks. Even though Cole's time in AEW has seen severe speed bumps due to a concussion and a career-threatening foot injury, he seems to be in no mood about leaving his current promotion. In fact, he has recently spoken about how he aims to end his wrestling career at All Elite Wrestling, which is pretty sweet, baby. In number 3 wood, we have Dustin Roads, and this is to reunite with his brother, as the Texas star is nearing his in-ring retirement. The natural Dustin Roads had quite an emphatic AEW debut when he and his younger brother Cody stole the show at the company's inaugural pay-per-view. Since then, he has settled into a player-coach kind of role, where he works both as an on-screen talent and a backstage agent. With Triple H focusing on Cody Rhodes as the new face of WWE, it seems logical that his elder brother would eventually join him there. In that way, not only would the Texas native get to finish his career alongside his brother, but he would also finally get to play a non-Goldust character in the WWE. In number 3, we have Christian Cage, who is here to stay in AEW, as the leader of the Patriarch is a key star for Tony Khan. When Christian Cage signed with AEW back in March of 2021, it seemed like the company was signing a senior veteran who would assist in getting the newer generation of stars over. However, Cage's heel turn proved to the world that he indeed has a lot to offer as a main event caliber talent. The former TNT champion has consistently been one of the most enjoyable performers in the promotion. It does not look like he plans on changing that anytime soon. He still has so many more people with dads to tell off. In number 2 wood, we have The Revival, as FTR could be excited about the new direction of the WWE's tag division. Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler have had quite a great time in AEW. The duo joined the promotion during peak COVID times amid long-standing frustration with how Vince McMahon booked the tag team division. Now that things have turned around for WWE, with Triple H laying great focus upon the company's tag division scene and the influx of the Motor City Machine Guns, with FTR having achieved everything there is for them to achieve at Tony Khan's promotions, they might be inclined to go back to WWE. In number 2 wouldn't, we have Adam Copeland, who will likely retire in AEW, as the former Edge had done it all in WWE. Similar to Christian Cage, his longtime best friend and now on-screen bitter rival, Adam Copeland, also doesn't seem to be someone who will be interested in going back to the WWE, regardless of who is in charge. The former 2-time TNT champion has spoken on various instances following his arrival in AEW that he left his former workplace as he does not feel there is anything left for him to do there. With WWE allowing the Rated R superstar to go out on his own terms, it seems unlikely that he would go back there. And in number 1, on wood, we have the Boss going home, as Mercedes Monae has failed to deliver outside the WWE banner quite in the way she possibly would have expected. Even though she is a constant on AEW programming, Mercedes Monae, it has to be said, has failed to live up to the hype with which she joined the company earlier this year. This is perhaps due to her character presentation being more suitable for WWE. Monae originally left WWE due to her tensions with Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis. Now that they are gone from the promotion for good, it seems like a matter of time before we see her performing again under the Sasha Banks ring name. And number 1 wouldn't, we have Swerve Strickland, who will never forgive WWE, as he felt betrayed by his former employer. There has been no denying that out of all the talent with which WWE has let go in the past few years as part of their, air quotes, budget cuts, none have made a big statement quite as large as that of Swerve Strickland. This was felt quite clearly when he became the first ever black AEW World Champion. Since coming to AEW, Swerve has nailed every opportunity that has been provided to him, which has further elevated his position in the company. The former NXT North American champion has no intentions of going back to WWE, with him openly speaking about him declining their offer to re-sign with them last year. There you have it, there's our list. So what did you think? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below. What talent do you think would likely go back to WWE, and which talent do you think are likely to be AEW lifers? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, click the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to never miss out any of the content we produce here at Honor Wrestling Club. That's all for now. Just like to thank you for watching, and welcome to the club.